Well, hey, all you rock stars, you winners, you have indeed chosen to win and walk with Chris. I am your host, Chris, and it has been a long, seemingly long time, and I hope you guys are doing really well. Haven't seen any long form videos. I've posted a couple of shorts, that sort of stuff, because I'm not finding a lot out here diving, but my time to dive has kind of been limited of late. And that is because of the door that the Lord has opened for me. He opened a door in March for a brand new job. So I am working now. I am back on the road, back on the payroll or on a payroll. God is just gracious with insurance. So he has granted me the favor of a job, and I am so grateful to God. And I thank all of y'all so much who kind of knew a little bit about my situation, because I'm quite private. I just don't run around telling all my business, but I just thank y'all so much for praying. And I want to encourage y'all, because this kind of muddy. We had a little rain last night. I want to encourage those of y'all who are looking for a position. If I can get one, if jobs are still hiring, they are still hiring. They're few and far between, and they're hard to get. But if you can be still and know that He's God and trust Him, He will provide all that you need right on time. When I tell you, God's favor is favorable to those who favor Him as best as possible. If you can be still and just know He's God and just wait on Him and put what you're asking before Him, knowing that what you're asking for is right and is in alignment with His will for you, you'll have it. It's not a matter of if you'll have it, it's a matter of when. And so there's that. Excuse me, y'all. My sinuses are just something else. But yeah, this is just going to be a little brief video because I got to get back to work. But I just wanted to tell y'all about the position and not just tell you everything. But this company that I'm working for is a fairly big size company. They have offices all over the U.S. They have offices in Europe. They have offices in Central Asia and the Middle East. So they're a fairly large company, over 10,000 employees, and they are constantly and consistently hiring. I'm in a training class now for the position that I applied for, and things are going pretty well. A lot of it is beginning to look super duper familiar, so that encourages me, even though I'm still quite nervous, as you are when you're doing something new. But I'm just so grateful and excited that this door is open, and the favor in which the way the door opened is what I got to tell y'all about. When God has something specific for you, it's absolutely for you, and He'll open a door to where you'll know it's Him if you pay attention. Now, this position that I applied for, like I said, there are offices of this company in just about the four corners of the earth. They're everywhere, okay? Well, for the whole company, there were only 12 positions. Worldwide, not just nationwide, but worldwide. 12 positions. By the time I got to training class, there were 12 people, but by the second day, there were only 8 left. So I was one of the 8. So that's how specific God can be. God can pinpoint all the way down to the last person. If He chooses to favor you, you will be favored. And He has favored me with His goodness. So I am at work, and getting to work is not that big of a deal, even without a car. You know, you can get an Uber or a Lyft, and while it's kind of pricey day by day if you're going to the exact same place over and over, and I don't know about Uber, but I know about Lyft. If in Lyft you're going to a place repeatedly every day, you can mark that as work and you can begin to get discounts off your rides. So that has been helpful. That has been some favor to where I don't spend so much money. Getting home is the issue that I was having. To get to this job, it's kind of like the opposite of where I used to work. It's, in a sense, my old job and this job are right down the street from each other. And for my old job, I would have to take 2 buses and they would put me at the front door. Well, the same 2 buses I would take to come home, I'd have to walk about a mile from those 2 buses to get home. So it's kind of like the opposite and sort of backwards. So I had started doing that for a day or so, right before the holiday. And I was walking from my job and turned a corner there, and there was a bus stop. And so I was getting ready to get on the bus, and the guy got off the bus and stopped at the gas station. He was like, "You can go ahead and get on the bus. If you know, where are you going?" is what he said. He said, "You get on the bus?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Where are you going?" I said, I told him the street I lived off of. And he said, "Oh, okay, I got you. Just get on the bus." And so I got on the bus, but I was thinking, I gotta pay. So as soon as he comes back, I'm gonna go on and pay him. So he comes back and he gets on the bus, and I come up to the bus and he said, "What you doing?" I said, "Well, I got to show you or give you the money or whatever." And he was like, No. I said, "Sit down, I got you." And so I said, well, I guess he's gonna wait until I get off the bus and then we can do it. I guess that's what he's trying to do. I don't know, but I was getting ready to get off the bus, or before I was I got up and I went in front of him. He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "Well, not where you going, but I was trying to give him the money." He was like, No. What about what I said didn't you get? I said, I got you. Look, how many ways can I say I got you? I got you. He reaches over and he gives me the transfer. He said, "You was going to this street right here, right?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I said I got you, and I got you. Here you go." Gave me a transfer pass for that second bus and would not take my money. He wouldn't take my money. God's favor. God's favor is everything. When he opens the door, he lets it be known the door is open. He lets it be known. His favor is everything. When you have it, you have it. And it's undeniable if you're in the Lord. You know it's him immediately. And the door opens for me a lot of times instantly, in ways that I can't imagine. I don't even think about being favored. And if I'm honest, I'm really not comfortable about favor. I don't mind favoring other people and honoring other people and being kind and doing good to other people and unexpected things for people. I thrive on it. I love it. But when it comes to me, I'm uncomfortable with it. But I'm in a season of my life where I'm going to have to make myself comfortable with it, because God is in a season for me of favor. He is favoring me, and I'm going to allow him. He's opened this door, and through this door, I'm walking. Unworthily, but I'm still walking. I'm excited to see what other doors are getting ready to open next, and there are going to be some other doors. So y'all stay tuned and just praise God along with me. So with that being said, you rock stars, I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your week.